Ras Al Khaimah, with a population of 150,000, lies about 100 kilometers from Dubai. There's no bus or train transport, but pool taxis are cheap. The Hajjar Mountains are also part of Ras Al Khaimah. Thanks to the water pouring down the mountain, this is the greenest and most varied region at the same time, where desert, seashore, mountains, and watered areas form a unit. The income of the emirate is derived from agriculture, pearl diving, fishing, and extraction of stone. Ras Al Khaimah is the only emirate that was not a founding member of the Confederation. They joined a year later. Development is also significant here, but as obvious as in Dubai. Understandably, the beauties of nature dominate here, and travel agencies also emphasize the possibility of optional activities. The capital lies on the shore of a narrow gulf and, just like Dubai, is divided by a strait, Ras Al Khaimah. Here, too, the Museum of Local History was established in an old fortress. Its primary treasure is the original manuscript from Vasco da Gama about Jufar, the ancient capital. Souks shouldn't be missed here either. Those who would like to buy a genuine pearl are in the right place. Local pearls are famous for their even, round shape and exceptionally white color. We can take a trip in the area to the extraordinarily beautiful Musandam Peninsula, which belongs to Oman, or we can sail out to watch dolphins living in the wild. The remains of the palace ascribed to the Queen of Sheba are located in Shimal, some 5 kilometers from the city. There's no shortage of shopping centers in Ras Al Khaimah either, where everything can be purchased at prices similar to those in Dubai. Tourists can try desert vehicles in an oasis. We can take off for a jeep safari with a driver, but it's more memorable if we drive ourselves. This, of course, requires some experience. We can take sand runners, quads, or the ship of the desert, outperforming any all-wheel drive vehicle, particularly because it doesn't use gas, only water once a week. The dunes can be explored on stubby but steady Arabian horses. The Dakar Rally is not the only car race in which cars have to work their way through the sand dunes. Several other driving desert races are also held in the Emirates. The nature of the plain determines its habitable features. Shepherd folk sleeping in tents are frequently in need of hospitality. When there isn't any city or permanent settlement, the honor and credit of the tribe substitutes the land. Hospitality has been a sanctuary for everyone in need. The Bedouin shared his scant bit with his guests, and those eating bread and salt with him became his protégé. Company for a migrant, traveler, normally lasts 3 days, because this is the exact time it takes for the consumed food to become blood. But if the enemy asked for asylum, the Arab couldn't deny that either, and while he held on to the ties of his tent, his life was secure. A bloody battle could only affect him if he left his tent and took to the road again. The plains produced this peculiar morality. A Bedouin didn't acknowledge any higher powers, and the chieftain could thank his honor to his personal excellence only. Every noble Arab was equally poor and held the same rank in the plains. Democratic attitude applicable to every Arab didn't allow the establishment of a state over the tribes. This made tribes independent from each other, but at the same time prevented Arabs from uniting their forces to gain economical superiority, wrote Professor Germanus, one of the greatest Orientalists. The past few centuries have proven what these tribes are able to do if they break with their habits and join in the interest of a common aim. Past and present live side by side in the traditional Arab countries. Social relations, religion, concepts, but even clothing haven't changed very much during the past few centuries. However, architecture, transport, technology, and economic life have changed. Gold is the oldest known precious metal and was even mentioned in the Bible. In ancient times, the measure of some empires' economy was gold and objects made of it. But due to its relatively constant value, it serves as the measure of economic life in every country, even today. Gold is hidden in the gorges in the form of seams, mostly mixed with other minerals. It is a rather frequently found mineral, but generally only a very small amount is discovered. It always played a significant role throughout history. Just think of the treasure of King Solomon, the fabulous city of El Dorado, the Spanish treasure galleons, the gold mines of South Africa, or the American gold rush. The magnificent, shiny, yellow-colored metal resists the effect of air and the oxidizing power of most acids. It's very easily worked, it's soft, extremely resilient, and melts only at very high temperatures. These characteristics make it suitable for making jewelry and works of art. The measure of gold purity is the carat. The larger the carat number, the more valuable the metal. The Arab world has old traditions of working gold, goldsmithing, and jewelry. Even today, wonderful jewels are produced in the depths of bazaars, in the back corners of small hidden shops. Dubai's old district, at the intersection of commercial roads, to the north from the Arm, Daira has been the center of local commerce for centuries. The bazaar in Daira has an indoor market where consumer articles are sold. Textile and technical goods, a fragrant perfume market, a less fragrant fish market. But the main attraction is the gold market. In the alleys winding along the Sikat Khail Street, we can find any kind of jewelry from cheap Arabian jewels to Indian pieces or the finest Italian masterpieces. An astonishing quantity of objects made of gold and other precious metals and precious stones can be found in more than 300 shops. Dubai is the largest reseller of gold in the world, and tourists are not the only ones buying golden necklaces or earrings. Serious quantities are bought and sold upstairs. Here, only gold bars are sold. The jewelers of numerous countries in the world purchase their raw materials here. Forgery has never occurred here where 22 or 24 karat gold and white gold are sold. Caution: the noted prices don't include the fashion price, but we can bargain. After all, we're in an Arabian bazaar. Average earrings cost $30 US, but cheaper presents are also available. As for the upper limit, well, oil sheikhs shop here too. We can even design our own jewels, and pieces can also be made on the basis of an example or pattern, for example, a photograph. This sparkling wonder world is so typical of Dubai that even those not planning to buy gold must also see it. Ancient and modern articles mix inseparably in the bazaars of the Emirates. According to Oriental custom, jewelers, carpet traders, coppersmiths, and leather craftsmen are located on separate streets, but it still occurs that a video camera and a copper coffee maker are sold next to each other. The small shops of some oriental streets and spice traders are also wedged in among the shops of gold and precious stone dealers. We've already mentioned gold, souvenirs, leather goods, and genuine pearls, but don't forget 4 other Arab specialties. We can buy amber and ornaments made from it, or minerals in original or cut form. Ancient Arab board games are sold everywhere, the counters of which are carved from minerals or semi-precious stones. And there are a lot of desert roses, which are nothing more than a gypsum crystal formation. Incense is also an Arab specialty, to be used in censers. This is the amber-like sap of the incense tree that was already an expensive export article long ago. The production and sale of rose water and rose oil also have a great tradition. It has always been used as a raw material for medicines, perfumes, and cosmetics alike. Magnificence and immense luxury are not only measured by gold. Car showrooms and the vehicles sold in them don't resemble those in Europe. Jaguar, Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Ferrari, Porsche, Daimler models compete with each other. Huge American luxury limousines, steel-plated car wonders, and even vehicles whose names are unfamiliar in Europe. The tailor-made models decorated with gold and precious stones are more familiar here than factory models. Numerous entertainment facilities have been built in Dubai, much to the delight of children and families. There are several theme parks, roller coasters of various sizes, and merry-go-rounds to be found in Magic Planet, Creekside, Al-Manzar, or Safa. The main attraction of Mushrif Park is the World Village, displaying the famous buildings of the world in a man-sized mock-up, while the Creekside is famous for its panorama ropeway and children's city. Jumeirah Beach is known for its beaches. Wonderland is the largest aqua park in the world, but the Wild Wadi is not a bit less creative. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and the other Emirates welcome their guests with ancient traditions, real exoticisms, and very special structures projecting into the future.